League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dragons of Austin taking on the Monarchs of Orlando.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
Keep it together, offense. Keep it together. Keep it.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run with Mixon. And so room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Mon. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Here we go. Ready?
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 16 yards from the previous play where they got 16. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Yellow, go. Here, yellow. Okay.
Now Mon. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Monarchs are able to move back in front.
You know, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him. If they still can't stop it, that tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The Shaheed going to go in motion.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Williams on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 7.
And 7 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Guys, what are you doing?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Dragons 7.
Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Mon. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good. One for Orlando. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mon looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Smith, ready?
Mon going to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Purdy. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Purdy on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. And we go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him through. And now off to the races, down the right side. Off to the races, Joe Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 87 yards. And the Monarchs have yet again retaken the lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Mon throwing for it. Rolling to his right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense and get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, Dragons.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play action. Now Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play.
Mond, a quick throw, complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check white.
Make something happen.
Yellow. Cheetah. Cheetah.
And he's going to go down in the field of play, so they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Purdy now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they're going to speed things up here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one complete again to Mims. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Evades him at the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to throw, Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dragons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And bulldozing his way through. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
First down, Dragons.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. As Shaheed going to go in motion. McCaffrey on the counter. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Nifty move. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And shedding through the tackle. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dragons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call. Mixon with a first down carry. Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to Mixon on second down. There he goes, right side. Now he's loose again. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 167 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 17, they work on second and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Back to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
Yellow. Line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get to what will be an important fourth down.
Come on!
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
Come on, guys. Let's make it.
Can do it, baby!
Down.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Here's Mon. They're going for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
This is it. We're counting on you.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Drill, 52. Hut.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk there to make the grab. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dragons will add to their fourth quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Keep it up. Good ball, baby.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Purdy will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
All right, boys, let's keep it up.
Red, cycle.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. first and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
Here's first down.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Connected with Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Back to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Green. White. Ready.
From the gun, here's Mon. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Austin, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.